I reached into his backpack, and inside it was a dead squirrel. At first, I thought it was a plush animal. I was halfway done pulling it out before I dropped it, realizing what it was. It hit the kitchen tile with a wet sound. My son just stood there, watching it like it was waiting for me to say something. "Why is this in your bag?" I asked. He didn't answer right away. He looked past me, toward the front door. "My teacher said not to bring anything home," he said, finally. That didn't help. I grabbed a paper towel and nudged it. It was stiff, but not all that way. It was fresh. "You didn't touch this, right?" I asked. He shook his head. "No, he put it in there." Something tightened in my chest. "Who?" He shrugged. "The man in the trees." I stopped moving. "What man?" "The one who kept watching us," he said. "He said he liked my backpack." I looked down at it. Blue nylon, his name written across the front in black Sharpie. And under it, our address, big, clear, something I'd written at the start of the year so it wouldn't get lost. I suddenly wished I hadn't. "Go wash your hands," I said. "I didn't touch it," he said. "Go, now." He left. I grabbed my phone and called the school. It rang louder and longer than it should have. When someone picked it up, it wasn't the front office. It was his teacher. She sounded out of breath. "Hi, this is Miss Carter," I said. "My son just got home from the field trip and there's a dead animal in his backpack." There was a pause. Then she said, "I was hoping no one would find anything like that." My stomach dropped. "What do you mean, hoping?" "We had an incident," she said, "at the park." "What kind of incident?" Another pause. I heard voices behind her, not calm ones. "There was a man," she said. "We thought he was just a hiker at first. He stayed near the tree line, kept moving when we moved." My son came back into the kitchen, stood close to me. "He talked to us when the teachers weren't looking," my son said quietly. I covered the phone. "Go upstairs," I said. "I want to hear. Upstairs now." He didn't move. I turned away from him. "What did he do?" I asked. "Well, at first nothing obvious," she said, "but then one of the kids said he was whispering things." "What things?" "He was asking names, where they lived." I looked at the backpack again. My handwriting stared back at me. "Well, did you call the police?" I asked. "We did," she said, "but it took time, and we were short on chaperones. We were trying to keep everyone together." Something in her voice shifted, tightened. And then something else happened. I didn't say anything. "One of the boys wandered off toward the restrooms," she said. "We noticed he was gone maybe 3 minutes later." My grip tightened on the phone. "We found him behind the building. He was shaking." "Was he hurt?" "No, but his shirt was inside out and his shoes were gone." I felt something cold move through me. "What?" "He said the man told him to take them off," she said. "Said he needed to measure him." I couldn't speak. I turned slowly toward my son. "Did he talk to you?" I asked him. He nodded. "What did he say?" My son swallowed. "He said he liked how neat my bag was." I looked at the squirrel on the floor again. "And then," the teacher said, voice lower now, "there was another situation." I closed my eyes. "Tell me." "One of the girls started screaming," she said. "We ran over. She was pointing into the trees." My son grabbed my sleeve. "Don't go near the trees," he whispered. "What did she see?" "She said he was holding something up," the teacher said, like he wanted her to look at it. "Well, what was it?" The teacher hesitated. "We didn't see him at first," she said, "just the movement. Then he stepped out enough for us to..." She stopped. "To what?" "To see that it was a small animal," she said. "A squirrel. He was opening it." I felt my stomach twist. "In front of them?" "Yes." My son pressed closer to me. "He said it wasn't alive anymore," my son said. "He said that made it okay." I couldn't process that. "We pulled the kids back immediately," the teacher said. "That's when we called again. The police said they were on their way." But he got close enough to put one in my son's bag, I said. Silence. We think he moved through the group, she said. During the walk back, there were too many kids, not enough adults. I looked at the backpack again. The zipper was open. He knew which one was his, I said. Yes, because of the name and the address. Well, did he touch any of the other children? I asked. We don't think so, she said. Not directly, but he kept getting closer each time. My son tugged on me. He told me something, he said. I muted the phone and looked at my son. What? He said he liked where I lived, he said. He read it out loud. My chest tightened so hard that it hurt. What exactly did he say? He said it was easy to find, my son said. He said he likes places that are easy to find. I turned back to the phone. Did the police catch him? They searched the area, she said, but he was gone by the time they got there. Of course he was. He left something else, she added. What? A bag hidden near the trees. My heart started beating faster. Well, what was in it? Clothes, she said. Different sizes. Children's sizes. I stopped breathing for a second. And tools, she said quietly. What kind of tools? I don't know all of it, she said. My son was staring at the front door now. So what now? I asked. Well, the police are following up, she said. They said to report anything unusual. I laughed once and it came out wrong. Well, there's a dead animal in my kitchen, I said. That feels unusual. I'm so sorry, she said. I hung up. The house felt different now, smaller, like something had already gotten in. I picked up the backpack and turned it around. My address right there, clear, permanent. I walked to the sink and grabbed a sponge and started scrubbing at it. Of course, the marker didn't come off. My son hadn't moved from the door yet. He said he might come see it, he said. See what? I responded. Our house, he said, and I froze. When did he say that? When we were getting on the bus, my son said. He was behind the trees again. I walked to the window and looked out. Nothing. Just the street, quiet, normal. Did he follow the bus? I asked. I don't know, my son said, but he waved. My throat felt dry. I locked the front door, and then the back. Then I checked them again. The squirrel was still on the floor. I couldn't bring myself to touch it again. Go to your room, I said, and close the door, and I'll be right up. He didn't argue this time. As soon as he was upstairs, I grabbed a trash bag and forced myself to pick the squirrel up. It was heavier than I expected. I dropped it, tied it loosely. My hands were shaking. I went upstairs and talked to my son, and about 3 minutes later I heard it. A knock. 3 times. Slow. Not loud, but deliberate. I froze. It came again. 3 knocks. Same spacing. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I walked downstairs, trembling. My eyes went to the backpack on the counter and my address, my son's name. Outside, something shifted. A shadow crossed the frosted glass of the door panes like it had come from the side door by the kitchen. And then a voice, low and calm. You forgot something, the man said. My chest locked. I couldn't move. He had it earlier, the voice continued. I just wanted to return it. Another knock. The voice spoke again. You wrote it very clearly, he said. You made it easy. I backed away from the door, step by step, trying not to make a sound. Upstairs, I heard my son's door creak open. Mom, he called. The man outside didn't knock again. He didn't leave either. I could still see the shadow. Still and waiting. I don't know why I did it, but I turned to the counter. The trash bag had shifted and was now untied, just enough to see inside. The squirrel's head was turned toward me now, and something was tucked into its mouth. Something small and folded, a little piece of paper maybe. The voice at the door spoke again. You should look, he said. Upstairs, my son started crying. The shadow outside didn't move, and I realized he wasn't trying to come in anymore. He was waiting for me to understand that he didn't need to.